No-Face Crypto just dropped another video. We're fucked.
Who the hell is this guy?
Can't see me, but feel my mind. No-Face Crypto, phantom protocol. Standing tall while empires fall. Central chains can't cage it all. Unshaken faith I bring.
What's going on, guys? I'm at the No-Face Crypto channel. Where's the face no case? You feel me? I am locking in to crypto and outside of crypto, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and roll that clip real quick.
This motherfucker is locked.
I'm not locked in here with you.
That's it! You're locked in here with me!
All right. I need all of you guys to wish me the best of luck coming up in the following months. I cannot go too deep into it. But guys, I have been working very, very, very hard in my career, we could call it. Outside of crypto, outside of YouTube, all that stuff, whatever. And I think it is paying off. I think my time is coming. We should see. We may see. But I do something that I love every single day. Almost every single day. I get to do something I love. Hopefully what comes in the next few months is a real, let's just say, a badge of honor. Maybe coming up in the next few months. I don't know. Just I need people to wish me luck. All right. Your boy has a work ethic of a mule. With that being said, it doesn't matter what you do. Find something you love to do. And if you're doing something you don't love to do, get to a point where you can do something you love to do, guys, because all I can say is if this does pay off, if something does happen, I'd be so happy I would literally shed a fucking tear. And I wish I could go deeper into it. But that being said, guys, just do what you love to do. It doesn't matter how much money you make. Invest that money either back into the business or digital assets, guys. And that is all I have to say. And if this works out for me, all I'm going to say is the DCA is about to get disgusting. They might have to debank me. They might have to debank me if this works out for you, boys. So everyone go ahead and wish me luck. You feel me? All right, guys, first up on today's episode of What the Fuck is Going On in Crypto, we had the IMF come out and basically say money has come a long way since the first uses of shells or coins millennia ago. Today, it may be considered our most used technology as most people use digitally recorded money. Our analyze this video explains tokenization and why programmable money is useful. And gentlemen, here, a guy named Chad, we don't like Steins, so Chad Graber. The IMF explaining tokenization and why it will be the most used technology. This is equivalent to us explaining why email is useful to someone who's never used a computer. And yep, that's exactly what this is. This is what they will be putting in textbooks. This is what they say. People finally got introduced to this. Here we go. Let's listen to the video, guys. Very basic stuff, but this is basically how do I equate this? This is like slightly admitting that there's crack in the White House or coke in the White House. That's how I can explain it, guys. It's like we all know it's true. We all know it's happening. And finally, we're getting the smallest glimpse of an admission. This is basically what we're looking at here. There's coke in the White House, ladies and gentlemen. Tokenization is coming. That is the analogy I'll be using here. Thank you.
Money has come a long way since the first uses of shells or coins millennia ago. Today, it may even be considered our most used technology, as most people are using money that is recorded digitally. So what's the next step in this evolutionary story? Let's talk about tokenization, or how we turn our pocketbooks into something that's programmable. Why would we need programmable money? We use money to consume or save, and owning assets is a common way to save. Tokens can make it faster and cheaper to buy, own, and sell.
It's time that we be honest here. I didn't mean for this to be a shit post, but I'm in a good mood. And so I'm just going to say whatever's on my mind. And what's on my mind right now is this guy is high as fuck. I'm just going to be honest here. Is it me or is it him? I'm not sure which one it is, but I can tell you one thing. He's not sober. I know that for a fact. It takes one to know one. All right. I want to be very clear here, guys. I'm a very responsible individual.
I want to buy a corporate stock or bond. Today there would be a long chain of middlemen between me and that company. Think for instance of a clearinghouse, an independent bridge between the buyer and seller of an asset. It waits to receive the buyer's payment and the seller's asset, and then exchanges them, avoiding the risk either side fails to deliver. But waiting costs time, and time is money in finance. Another example is registrars, institutions that transfer a company's interest in dividend payments to the asset owners. A tokenized market can automate their function. Tokenization can make financial markets faster and cheaper through programs that automate or reduce the role of intermediaries.
Hey, they thought they were cooking with that, guys. They thought with this little zoom in here, this little dual zoom, they thought they were cooking. This is crazy. They were not cooking. Let's just watch it one more time.
Financial markets faster and cheaper through programs that automate or reduce the role of intermediaries. Researchers who've recently studied tokenized markets found significant cost savings. Tokenization's promise is visible in the numbers, but efficiencies from new technologies often come with new risks. Automated trading has already led to sudden market plunges known as flash crashes. With their instantly executed trading, tokenized markets can be more volatile. Also, tokenization allows chains of...
All right, in all seriousness, guys, this is like a basic level. It's happening. It's happening. I don't know what else I have to say, but it is happening, guys. Wow. They're going to play this in schools.
Programs to be written on top of each other. In a crisis, these could interact adversely like falling dominoes. Another risk is that many new markets could emerge, and if their tokens don't speak to each other, known as interoperability, markets could fragment and fail to deliver faster and cheaper trading. That means specific policies may be needed for tokenization to really deliver on its promise while limiting the risks. Indeed, governments have rarely been content to stay on the sidelines during important evolutions of money. So if history is any guide, they may take a more active role in the future of tokenization.
I suggest everyone lock the fuck in. This is the Get Ready for New World Currency by The Economist. You can see down here, the IMF is mentioned, and it says here the Phoenix Zone would have imposed tight constraints on national governments. There would be no such thing, for instance, as a national monetary policy. The world Phoenix supply would be fixed by a new central bank, descended perhaps from the IMF. So that is something to consider here, and we know that Ripple is working with the IMF, guys. You want some proof for that? Here we go. Obviously, you guys have seen this document before if you've been around the channel. Conveniently dated 3018, November 13th, which makes a 33. That has Freemasons all over it, but neither here nor there. We'll go ahead and take a look very quickly. This was the presentation that Ripple gave to basically all the members of the IMF. Ripple was selected to serve on the IMF high-level advisory group on fintech, ongoing engagement with 40-plus regulators. Former Ripple executives have been involved with the IMF's high-level advisory group on fintech, contributing to discussions on the future of global finance. And, well, where are we now, guys? We just saw the clip. What's going to happen? As of yesterday, we have Centaur proud to announce and happy to partner with Kraken to unveil DeFi Earn, one of the most ambitious DeFi programs ever created. This is a materialization of that dude and Kraken FX vision advancing the future of crypto with mainstream products. Thanks to our partners of Veda Labs and Chaos Labs for a strong collaboration. The roadmap is incredibly ambitious, so stay tuned. Hugo Filion seems to be tapped in. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at what is going on around the corner with Flare, guys. Things are getting crazy. F Assets is set to partner with Centaura. And so a tier 1 exchange partner with Centaura to make this a reality, utilizing Firelight's DeFi insurance vaults launched on Flare networks to earn yield for their users. Quote unquote, we are actively exploring how to integrate our insurance protocol Firelight as part of the Crack and Earn vaults. If this does not give you an idea of where this is headed, then I don't know what will. Let me put it as simple as I can. Exchanges utilizing their traditionally non-yield bearing assets to earn yield by minting F assets, putting them to use on the Flare network via protocols like Firelight. Ultimately, exchanges like that do not offer their customers yield, or exchanges that do not offer their customers yield will be discarded in favor of those that do. It's a race towards adoption, integration with Flare, Kraken leads, and I imagine they will shortly be followed by Uphold, Crypto.com, and more. And Uphold gives 3.5% on their Flare right now, so you can definitely see a future where Uphold is going to adopt this. A lot of exchanges are on the chopping block right now. Let's see what happens, guys, because real DeFi is here. It is coming. This is the proof. This is the proof. We can go ahead and take a look on Medium real quick. I don't really like Medium for this stuff. Anyone can be writing these articles. If you guys want to go ahead and take a look at this, you are more than welcome to. Shit's about to get crazy. And just to further the connection, guys, so you guys understand, Firelight introduces XRP staking for DeFi insurance layers against exploits. And we know that the new protocol developed by Centaura and Flare Networks aims to combine XRP yield opportunity offering protocol or protection against DeFi hacks. Now that's one of the reasons for it, but general yield, safety, safe yield basically is the best reason for that. Now, built by Centaura and backed by Flare, Firelight introduces a capital efficient protection layer to enhance DeFi resilience. The protocol uses Flare's F asset system to integrate XRP into DeFi, offering a new yield earning opportunity for XRP holders. And you will see this get integrated into many spots, not just straight up exchanges, but wallets as well. Shit's about to get crazy. And then I just want to add that there real quick. As of today, we have official G Treasury. Today, we're proud to announce Ripple G Treasury, powered by G Treasury. Sorry. It's a lot of treasuries, guys. A lot of money over here in the Ripple corner, the XRP corner, you know what I'm saying? A lot of money over here. All right. Today, we're proud to introduce Ripple Treasury, powered by G Treasury, the world's first comprehensive treasury platform combining 40 years of proven enterprise expertise with cutting-edge digital asset infrastructure. We know what that infrastructure is, ladies and gentlemen. Many finance teams are struck with managing growing complexity with fewer resources, constrained by outdated legacy infrastructure. Ripple Treasury changes that equation with unmatched innovation capacity. With Ripple's backing, we reinvest 100% of earnings into platform innovation with zero debt constraining our roadmap. In just 90 days, we've doubled engineering capacity, acquired Selvexia for best-in-class reconciliation. We talked about that the other day, guys. Their acquisitions is making acquisitions. And for best-in-class reconciliation and enhanced AI-powered solutions across cash forecasting, risk management, and analytics. Big dog stuff. You hear me? Treasury excellence. Complete solutions for liquidity management, reconciliation, cash forecasting, risk management, netting, and payments backed by 40 years serving the world's leading companies. Digital asset leadership, enterprise-grade infrastructure, trusted by hundreds of global finance institutions, licensed in 75-plus jurisdictions, with real-time, 24/7, 365 cross-border payment rails, and institutional custody. Yeah. Ripple Treasury offers real impact for your operations, unified visibility across traditional cash and digital assets, 24/7 yield optimization, putting every dollar to work, instant cross-border settlements, reducing FX cost, eliminate pre-funding requirements, and unlock trapped working capital. Escrow. Future-ready infrastructure for tokenized assets and programmable payments. The future of Treasury has no friction or boundaries. Damn. Now that's some bullshit. That is crazy, guys. I don't even know what to say to that. Just, well, I've been waiting to use this clip again for a while, and I think it's time we roll the clip.
I am the keeper of a greater magic, a power known throughout the universe as the
Force?
No, the Schwartz. The Schwartz.
What is it that you do here?
Merchandising. Where the real money from the movie is made. Spaceballs the t-shirt. Spaceballs the coloring book. Spaceballs the lunchbox. Spaceballs the breakfast cereal. Spaceballs the flamethrower. The kids love this one.
Now, Ashish Birla just sat down, CEO of Evernode, sat down with Christina Ayaniana, or whatever, at NASDAQ Exchange to discuss our planned Q1 2026 IPO and how we're making institutional XRP access as simple as buying a public stock. So we'll go ahead and watch that very quickly. But I also want you guys to realize here very quickly as well, they are now scaling the world's largest institutional XRP treasury. We're excited to collaborate with T54 AI to explore AI-based agentic finance, verification, and more with the XRPL. I mean, they've got a little bit of everything, guys. What does it take to build an institutional-grade XRP treasury for the next decade, not just the next market cycle? Well, CEO Ashish Birla joined the SPAC Insider podcast to discuss. You guys can go ahead and check this out on his X account as well. I really suggest you guys go ahead and look into this. We'll go ahead and tap into this. Just keep in mind that Ashish Birla used to work at Ripple as well.
Joining me today is Ashish Birla, CEO of Evernode. Ashish, thank you so much for joining. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So we have a lot of exciting news to celebrate. Evernode is gearing up for a Q1 2026 IPO. How is it shaping your strategy to getting institutions on board and the digital asset space overall?
Yeah, thanks, Christina. Yeah, I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. I've been in blockchain since 2013, and the timing couldn't be more perfect. We have the right kind of regulation, we have the right kind of administration, and institutions are ready to adopt. And Evernode provides an easy way for institutions in the public markets to gain exposure to XRP, the digital asset underpinning Evernode's digital asset treasury.
So it sounds like the shift that we're in really opens up interesting opportunities. What are some of the core strengths that Evernode has that attracts public investors?
Yeah, so if you think about how you get access to exposure in digital assets prior to Evernode, is that you'd have to go and custody digital assets on your own. You'd have to worry about compliance. You'd have to worry about security. And hey, a subset of users and institutions are okay with that, but a large lion's share just want to buy a public stock. So we made it as easy as buying a public stock, and we'll figure that stuff out for you. Use that, and you can gain exposure to XRP, a digital asset, the third largest digital asset, today in the United States.
But there are still a lot of gaps in today's infrastructure. How are you positioned to solve this?
Yeah, so listen, there's a lot of regulatory issues, there's compliance issues, there's the security issues that I mentioned, and then you have to, if you want to participate in all the interesting things happening on the blockchain ecosystem, you have to figure that out as well. Or you could just buy the XRPN stock, Evernode stock, and we'll figure that stuff out for you. So we did a lot of that heavy lifting. We're experts. We've been building products. My team has been building products in blockchain since 2013. We're the right operational team to make this happen. We package all that up for you. You just buy the stock, XRPN, as the Evernode stock, and we'll take care of all that heavy lifting for you.
So going off of your point, XRP ETFs are making a big splash. What's your take on what comes next for regulated XRP products?
Yeah, so listen, there was a record-breaking last few weeks with XRP ETFs. Hey, that's great news. That shows that there's a demand from the public markets to gain exposure to XRP, a digital asset that is at the forefront of the financial revolution on blockchain. But there's more that we can do as well. And Evernode is going to be actually participating and help develop that XRP ecosystem, help bring financial products to the blockchain. And by buying the XRPN stock, you get exposure to things beyond just the asset. We'll also be generating yield as well on the XRP asset, which we'll use to go and buy more of the digital asset for the treasury. So we'll be actively out there. We'll be stewards of the XRP ecosystem. We're excited. This is early innings, and we're excited to get going.
So it's safe to say this momentum is creating that ripple effect, no pun intended.
I've heard that one before. That's a good one.
So from your point of view, what do you think will distinguish the winners in digital asset treasuries?
Yeah, so I think that one, you have to have scale, and Evernode, as of today, is by far the largest XRP digital asset treasury out there. And then I would say that the other thing is they can't be passive. They have to be active stewards of helping the XRP ecosystem flourish and develop. And that's where our core strengths lie. I was building products in blockchain for over a decade. I'm going to continue in helping the XRP ecosystem develop, and Evernode will get to potentially participate in that and generate yield for the treasury as well. So we're excited. I think the leading digital asset treasuries are going to be the ones that are actively involved, not just sitting back and helping that XRP ecosystem flourish.
So from your point of view, you've been in this space for over a decade. What are the top 3 things that you would say to weary investors getting into tokenization or digital assets?
Yeah, so I would say, listen, the timing couldn't be better. You have the right kind of regulation. These products have been around for over a decade, so they're mature. They are having good reputations, and it's ripe for institutional adoption. And so the last piece is that was missing is there wasn't institutional adoption and institutional capital coming in. But products like Evernode make it easy for institutions to now participate and adopt. So you got regulation, you got the products, and now you got institutional capital. I think timing is right to adopt blockchain for financial products.
The time is now, so get on it.
Absolutely.
Ashish, thank you so much for joining.
Thanks for having me.
The time is now, so get on it. So in other words, lock the fuck in. All right, and just to close this video out, ladies and gentlemen, this one's pretty interesting. New Ripple video features Ondo Finance's tokenization illustration showing the XRP ledger connected to BlackRock's Build Fund, Franklin Templeton's Benji Fund, Goldman Sachs, Citi, and JP Morgan. Watch now. And I actually want to pull up another clip after this when we watch this clip, because I know you guys remember when I said, or when I showed you guys a clip of the guy basically saying that in exchange for a banking license and basically to be able to sit at the table with these guys, they had to let them in on some XRP. And this kind of supports that. Very interesting.
At Ondo, we started out by building tokenized treasuries. In order to build institutional grade products like OUSG, we really need to work with partners that have a focus on institutional grade standards and 24/7 instant convertibility. So we're really excited to finally add 24/7 instant convertibility. So we're really excited to finally be able to bring OUSG to XRP Ledger, the decentralized public blockchain, to continue to build institutional grade cash products alongside Ripple. That's something that a lot of our institutional clients have been really drawn to. It's about routing capital and assets to make a financial system that is ultimately faster, fairer, and more accessible to everyone. Tokenization is not just a pilot or a stepping stone, but actually has real commercial utility today. And we've seen that in the numbers, 200 billion plus in stablecoins, 5 billion plus in tokenized treasuries, and our offerings now between OUSG and RLUSD are used every day, constantly in production. We have real investors instantly minting and redeeming, in many cases, tens of millions of dollars at a single point in time. And this is that watershed inflection point moment. At Ondo.
Damn. And two more things, guys, really quickly before we close this video out and play the clip that I love so much from a long while ago. One, check out the magnetic DEX on the Zaman wallet. I'm not going to go ahead and show you guys here, but if you guys go ahead and take a look on there, look at the RUSD/XRP pool. That thing is fucking mooning right now. And, you know, I'm not in that right now, but I think if you guys want to, you know, look into that, that is not bad financial advice, not financial advice. RUSD is looking very, very strong. And those pools are looking very enticing as well. But we just sit back, relax, and we learn for now. I know there's a lot of yield to be made, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. Well, you know, if you're in a rush to make a bunch of money, it might be a big deal. If you don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars right now to throw at yield, it's not. Let's show. Post price appreciation, it's going to benefit you to know exactly what is going on here. So I'll say that, check that out. And the next thing I'll say is, I'm not going to lie to y'all guys, I've been bitching about silver for a while now. And because my buddy told me to buy it way back, $25. And you know, I'm young, so I'm not sitting here thinking about silver like this is like, I need this. Right. But damn, let me tell you what, we had another conversation today, and from now on, every single week, I will be buying silver for the rest of my life in perpetuity. Okay? That is all I will say. From now on, forever, I will never stop buying silver. Every single week. So we'll start there. A little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot, but I've learned my lesson. Won't happen again. And let's just close out the video.
Bank of New York Mellon, Bank of America. If Goldman Sachs isn't there, you know, I'll eat my shorts. You know what I mean? They're everywhere. The giant squid is everywhere. So what does Ripple and Garlinghouse and this vice president, what do they want in return for facilitating a multi-billion coin accumulation by the big financial firms, including JP Morgan and BlackRock. And I think they're trying to get like 5 billion each, 3 billion coins each. What does Ripple want? A bank license.
Fair enough.
What else do they want? They want a lot of cooperation, and they probably got it at the Ripple Swell meeting. I think it concluded yesterday, the conference. They had 20 major financial firms represented there. Maybe it's not just they want the Ripple Bank license. It's Ripple Bank Trust. Interesting name. Okay, I tend to think anyone who names themselves Trust, they want your trust. Okay, so that's interesting. I think Ripple wants cooperation to become the global bridge asset standard.
I'm the cipher inside the system, encrypted rhythm, algorithmic wisdom. Bankers panic when I twist the prism, cause I decentralize the mechanism. Ledger lock, my code immaculate. Truth so sharp it decapitates. No fiat fate, lie emancipate. XRP flow, recalibrate. Invisible king with a digital throne. Phantom of finance, flesh and bone. I rise from data, self-made, self-known. Unshaken, I move in the zone. They manipulate, I meditate. They inflate, I innovate. They speculate, I educate. I'm the glitch they can't eliminate. Raw red crypto, masked in motion, riding the wave like quantum motion. XRP devotion, pure explosion. Phantom of finance, fully raw red crypto. Chain reaction, breaking control, pure satisfaction. No middleman, just interaction. Rebel of rhythm, blockchain faction. From Tokyo ticks to London trades. My name echoes in crypto raids. I'm the anomaly markets crave. Silhouetted in code, I misbehave. Monetary matrix, I override. Quantum ink where the truth can't hide. They kneel to debt, I walk with pride. No face crypto, decentralized guide. Every drop of fun, I distill the flame. Every smear campaign fuels the game. They'll remember the ghost, not the name. Cause legends don't chase, they claim. Go, ledger ignite. Phantom in flight. Man so bright. Can't see me, but feel my mind. No face crypto, phantom protocol. Standing tall while empires fall. Central chains can't cage it all. Unshaken faith, I break the wall. No face crypto, so immortal. Through digital doors, I breach the portal. Untraceable force, transtemporal. Phantom of finance, suiting and racks. No face crypto. No banks, no borders, no masters. Just vision and velocity. The world's asleep, but the phantom never rests street.